And now you've got Irene Aldana taking on Macy Chiasson, and Macy Chiasson has somehow snuck onto the main card of the pay-per-view. I don't know how she does it, but she's done it. And the first thing I'm going to bring up that I think a lot of people might miss in this one here is that this fight is at bantamweight. This fight is at 135. And Macy Chiasson has trouble cutting weight to 145. So I think the weight cut for Macy Chiasson is going to be something crazy. She does fight at she is 5'11", so she is a very big girl. And she does struggle to make 145. She took on Raquel Pennington and she missed a weight at 145, weighed in at 184.5, and she did not look good on the scales whatsoever. And then she fought Norma Dumont at 145 and just gassed out so badly in the third round. Where to the point that I'm thinking Macy Chiasson cuts all the way down to 135. Her gas tank's going to be even worse because we talk about a lot of fighters. We talk about, I would say probably more male fighters in general. We talk about them, when they go down a weight class, we talk about how their conditioning's going to be worse and it's not going to have the gas tank they used to. We're going to also talk about how they won't have the chin that they used to as well. And I think that might be an important factor here because Irene Aldana is a very powerful striker. I mean, she did just knock out Yana Kunitskaya in the first round. She just knocked out Ketlin Vieira in the first round, almost 3 years ago, but she still did it anyway, you know, and then she has won a couple of decisions before that. You could argue she did lose to Holly Holm over 3 rounds here, where she was just kind of chasing Holly Holm, and Holly Holm was taking her to school, really, just showing her that she's the much better striker, technically. But Irene Aldana in this matchup, I think she can land, and I think that Irene Aldana might get a KO. And it really just comes to something that no one's talking about. I think no one is mentioning the weight cut for Macy Chiasson on this matchup here. The fight's at 135. It's still listed at 135 on Tapology, so it's not 145. And I'm not tripping out. Macy Chiasson can barely make 145, and now she's got to make 135 for this matchup. I think it's a weird one. I think it's a tough one. I do like Macy Chiasson. I think she's pretty cool on The Ultimate Fighter. She did sign to the UFC when she was like 2-0 as well, so she has made a pretty good run, going 6-2 in the UFC. But I just think that's such an important factor that everyone's ignoring. Just the fact that Macy Chiasson can barely make 145 as it is, and now she's got to make 135. I don't like it. I like Irene Aldana. She's the powerful striker out of the two. Macy Chiasson will be stronger if she has a good weight cut, and she will have probably a very good clinch game, but I think that Irene Aldana should be able to keep her off her, and I think she should be able to keep the fight at range and get a KO. 19% of those picking Aldana, picking her by KO. I think she gets it done. Even if the fight does work out later into the fight, second and third round, Chiasson's gas tank can't be great after trying to weigh in at 135. I think she's going to weigh in. I think she's going to make 135. But I don't think she's going to look great doing it. She did not look great doing it when she fought Raquel Pennington 7 months ago. She didn't look amazing doing it either when she weighed in against Norma Dumont. The weight cut's an issue here, and a lot of people aren't talking about it, and they're not mentioning it. I think maybe I'm looking into it too much. But Macy Chiasson, as I'm saying, she missed weight for 145 7 months ago. I think it's a bigger problem than a lot of people are acknowledging. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm an idiot. I am a bit of an idiot sometimes. But Aldana's the pick anyway. I think that the weight cut's going to be too much for Chiasson. I think Aldana's going to land something, and it's going to be a big one. I think she's going to get a KO.